Hello. I thought I'd maybe have a go at trying to chat about Till The Bough Breaks, hence the acoustic guitar. Um, I think there's a lot of acoustic guitars get a bit of a bad press. I think people have a set of expectations and preconceptions about them, which I like to think KMO did quite a lot to overcome or remove or banish. Um, I think particularly for people who didn't know kind of anything at all about us and who maybe only ever saw us as like a support band or anything, you know, supporting the band they'd come to see, I think they were a bit taken aback by how kind of visceral it was live. Kevin always played, still does, Takamine guitars. Great little things, but they don't have a scratch plate. So if you look at any of Kevin's guitars, he's always like strummed an actual hole in them. Absolute fury. And I think that's kind of indicative of the kind of approach. But that's not to say that we didn't have moments of great sensitivity. And I guess this is one of them. I've just remembered before I stopped talking about Kevin's Takamines, we almost lost two of them deliberately in Paris one night. We'd gone out there. We were playing, I think, at the Rex Cinema, and Kevin and I had gone out there a couple of days previously just to kind of to try and get a couple of song ideas together, and also to go and see our lovely pal Robbie McIntosh, who was at that point playing in McCartney's band, and they were playing in Paris. So we went to see that as well, and that was beautiful. But there was one evening, really lovely, warm, sunny evening, and Kevin and I were in the park by the Eiffel Tower, sitting on the grass with a couple of guitars and a couple of bottles of wine, just strumming away very languidly. And it was really, we were both figuratively and literally intoxicated by Paris and indeed wine. And I said to Kevin something like, God, I don't want to leave here, If I've got to go, I'd like to leave something of myself here. And Kevin said, yeah, know what you mean. And one of us, can't remember who, suspect me, said, should we just lob the guitars into the Seine, into the river? Looked at each other for a while. Came that close to doing it, and mercifully, sanity prevailed in the end. But it was a close thing, and it's extraordinarily, a sort of a kind of romantic ideal, but really self-defeating thing to do. Yeah, these things that are the only reason for us to be doing anything at all. Let's throw them in the river. God, what an idiot. Anyway, the song, as regards the song, it started out as a full band arrangement. I think we even might have played it live like that at least a couple of times. With all of us just like hammering away, and it was good, but I think there was a general feeling that it wasn't quite there, or wasn't quite what Kevin was looking for. And I was staying around at Kevin's one night, and we were in his kitchen, and I had one of his guitars, and I was just absent-mindedly playing the song in the manner of a song called 13 by a band called Big Star, who we really loved. We really loved that song. In fact, that's why Bedazzled is on the 13 label. That's what that refers to. And this was before Teenage Fan Club released 13, the album. We got there first. Well, I was going to say we got there first. Obviously, Big Star got there first. But, man, anyway, going off topic. Makes a nice change. So basically I was playing it in that manner, and Kevin pointed at the guitar and said, aye, like that. That's it, that's the way. And so we ended up getting into a studio called St Clair in Glasgow. It was a great little place, but it was built into a railway arch. So it was kind of quite small, but vibey, lovely place. So that was Kevin, myself, Scott Campbell, great engineer, he was in with us as well, and lovely Blair Cowan from Lloyd Cole and the Commotions, who played keyboards in quite a lot of our stuff. He's very discreetly on the track as well, playing a kind of like a string bass sample thing, which just comes in and out, just almost on the edge of your hearing. It's really nice. And I think there were 3 guitar parts on it. I played the guitars on it. There's like there's a rhythm part. There's the little kind of motif thing, and there's that kind of miniature solo that I just kind of improvised. So one of the parts, it's basically this. Like that. And then there's a little kind of motif bit. That, in that tiny solo. That, whenever we played it live, I'd try and smash 2 of the bits together as best I could. And, so it would be kind of like this. There's a kind of a middle part. On the record, there's like a finger picked bit over that. Then there's the there's a proper middle 8, which is and on the record there's a little rundown just over those last 3 chords. Like that. The last chord in it, it's one chord laid over another one, so it's there's that one, and that over it. So there's a certain amount that obviously I'd had to cut out whenever we played it live, because I couldn't properly play any one of those parts, let alone all 3 of them together. But the thing I remember most vividly about it, and I think we all do, is that we recorded it, I think, on the night that the Gulf War broke out, and we were watching it kind of on the telly, and they're just absolutely aghast, just thinking, my God, have we learned nothing? And at that point, a train went over above us, and I think for a nanosecond, we were thinking, is it an airstrike? We thought this was a disused railway up there, but apparently, some kind of freight traffic went over occasionally, and it was just this moment of, I always think just those kind of circumstances seem to play into the feel of that song very well. It's got this kind of it sounds hushed and kind of preoccupied, and the thing about it couldn't happen here, I think took on a resonance, shall we say? Man, we didn't know we were born then, given what couldn't happen here and what has. But anyway, gorgeous song, and typical Kevin, really, really thoughtful, and filled with resonances that were deliberate and ones that you dial in yourself. Gorgeous. I hope any of that made sense. I feel as though that might have been a bit more coherent, but obviously, when I watch it back, I might change my mind. Hopefully see you next week with something else. Take it easy. Speak soon.